Good evening to all our viewers across the world. My name is Mimi Mefo Newuh, and we are still on road to A to D. But as you all know, at some point, the road got slippery. It got even narrow in some cases. But we have not relented, and we are almost at the end of that crossroad. But we have not also relented despite the slippery nature of the road that is leading us to A to D. We are almost at the end of that crossroad. But the question is, which of the candidates that you see on your screens who campaigned, asked for Cameroonians' votes, and explained their programs will make it to A to D? For 43 years, Cameroonians have lived through hardship that has tested every part of our national soul. Our towns have witnessed wars. Our voices have been filled with fear, and silence has replaced the need to speak the truth. Corruption has become the norm, injustice become routine, and power become permanent. As journalists, I have personally witnessed and experienced this story firsthand. Some of you know my story. Some do not know what I went through, but that is story also for another day. In Cameroon today, telling the truth can cost even your freedom. It can also cost your life. Many of my colleagues are no longer with us. For example, Samuel Wazizi, who died in military custody. Martinez Zoko, who was brutally murdered for daring to ask the questions on the minds of Cameroonians, the questions that mattered. Some of us had to flee our homes, the comfort, our country, not because we did what was wrong, but because we refused to stay silent. And yet, here we are, still speaking, still believing, and still hoping. Tonight's show is going beyond politics. It's about accountability. It's about change. It's about courage. It's about what people, you all watching, the hundreds of Cameroonians that have joined so far, stand for, despite everything that is happening around us. We cannot, for example, pretend that President Paul Biya, who did not campaign, who had no program in 2018, none in 2011, none in 2004, and probably none in the coming years, deserves another 7 years in office. He didn't even have any program. Maybe in 1982, when he took over from the first ever president of Cameroon, Amadou Ahidjo. The CPDM has refused to account to Cameroonians. I interviewed most of the presidential candidates and have nothing but respect for the amazing plans that they have for the people of Cameroon. During the voting on the 12th of October, we saw widespread election fraud. Not surprisingly, it all came from one single party. That same party that continues to think that Cameroonians are fools, the same party that thinks that Cameroonians can only be governed through slogans, through pictures, through social media. It is only the same party which thinks that Cameroonians need a president who spends his time in a Swiss hotel somewhere in Europe and occasionally tweets random statements. It is therefore unconscionable that they should expect that after the evidence of fraud Cameroonians have been seeing in different polling stations across Cameroon and taking an all-round view of their failures to solve any of the problems plaguing Cameroon today, people will just fold their arms and watch them treat Cameroon like it's their personal estate, like it's their personal business. Cameroon is for everyone, and Cameroon actually deserves better. We deserve leaders who respect the truth, protect the press, and serve the people. Leaders who are there not to serve an individual, not to serve a particular person. A leader who is there to listen to the people when they are involved in accidents and not delegate tasks. Listen to the people when they are floods. Listen to the people when they go to universities and they do not have jobs. Listen to the people when cholera strikes. Listen to the people when there's a health crisis, when there's a problem, when there are protests, when teachers are on strike, when lecturers are asking for research allowances, when teachers are not happy about the state of affairs within the educational sector. So, as we begin this program today, I want to ask each and every one of you, wherever you're watching from, to listen, to question, and to remember that the power to change Cameroon has always been in your hands. In our hands. It doesn't belong to anyone else. It belongs to us, Cameroonians. Now, like, we are going to begin, and to guide tonight's conversation, I'm not going to be doing that alone. I'm going to be with my colleague Sandrine Yamga. Sandrine Yamga, who has been part of this conversation from the very beginning,